me off. Said I never rap to make money. What I do when I do it, when I'm chilling in my room, when I'm off of work, feeling like a jerk because I'm trying to do me. Yeah, he telling me what I really see is just
your boy Junior with It's Your Boy Carr, Alex Carr.
Doing well. Just grinding, man. Just been grinding and trying to perfect my craft. So last year was really a culmination of me putting together, my first ever tape and my first ever project of music. And since that, it's been taking off. So I've really just been enjoying the process, enjoying the journey, and learning the craft. Because I mean, when I was 16, I believe I was in Third Eye Studio recording some songs with you, in the studio, and you was the one running the tracks. And so now to have my own mic, my own monitors, and to really be dialing in on the craft on my own terms, but to have had that foundation it's been a journey. It's been cool. I guess like my first song that I ever put together was probably One City, which is what I did.
4.0 GPA. Now what does the media have to say? I'm from New Beijing, that's proudly said. I hold up my city, one city, widespread.
Which is what I ended up performing for Mr. Whaler. Looking back now, I mean, the bars were funny because, I mean, just like the level that I had then, but I mean, that was like my passion project. Man, One City was dope. I mean, when I first heard the original track with the original artist on it and then the beat was released, I mean, that was the most like hyphy movement we had back then. I mean, 8 years ago now, that song is 8 years old, and that song, I still play that song to this day, and it just gets me hyped. And I've been very fortunate and blessed in my life. I had to take sacrifices in my own life and walk away from the artistry of it all, for a good 4 or 5 years to get to where I'm at now. And that's kind of what I wanted to like, that's kind of my message back home is like, get out, stop sitting around and waiting for something to happen. But when I'm passionate about something, I really put my 110% all into it. And that's just who I am as a person. And you know what? I have you to thank for that. I have Third Eye to thank for that. I have people like Jen DeBarros to thank for that, Jamie Gordon. There have been some really big pillars in my life, like you were saying, each one teach one, that really taught me the way. I mean, even you, like you said, with your dance, I mean, as a young kid watching what you do and the passion that you put into that and the energy and the time invested into that art, you can tell that it's not something that you're not just hacking it, right? You've put a lot of time, a lot of emotion, a lot of energy into that. And from that cultivates a level of respect and a level of also motivation to achieve something of that standard. So biggest challenge for me realistically was, as a young kid getting out of high school, I love rap, I love music, I love art, but I had no direction where I wanted to go financially, and that means in terms of a career. So I had to put down the mic, put down the art, put down the music for a couple of years, and that was when I joined the military. That was probably one of my biggest struggles in my personal life. It was a completely 360 from what my life was, right? It was regimented. It was early mornings. It was 16-hour work days. It was deployment, right? I was deployed on a ship for 9 months at a time. We was not seeing land for like months at a time before we would land in port. So it was a mental challenge. It was a physical challenge. It was a mindset challenge. It taught me a lot. It took a lot from me, but it taught me a lot. It taught me resilience. It taught me willpower. It taught me strength. And those are some of the things you have to learn in life, I think. So I'm glad I got it out of the way early, right? So the lesson there really realistically is it takes time, patience, believe in the process, right? We as people really want to get to that end goal, but you know what? It's crazy because I wouldn't change it for the world, because if I had not gone through the leaps and bounds, I would not be living in California. I would not have my own home studio. I would not have just released a $3,000 music video last year. Like, there's some dope shit going on. I will say this: if you do live in New Bedford, right, and you're not involved in the community as far as it relates to Third Eye, AHA, and all that going on, you're missing out, because those events, truth be told, they take the community, bring it, they just meld it together. Man, you can feel the family in the room. You can really feel the collective coming together. And for the one thing that I'm passionate about this still, y'all instilled this in me, which is giving the youth something to do other than being on the streets. I mean, that's the most important thing. Beyond the music, beyond the art, it's keeping the youth out of the streets.
It's your boy, Carr. Y'all better stop this. I'ma go up, I'ma blow off like a rocket. And you can never pop shit. Deposits drop in my account, pennies fall out your pockets. My team, we do it for the profit. If you ain't got no money, get on the corner, sell chocolate. Get back to me when you grown and getting out your closet. Looking up to me, I'm not a saint, no, not a prophet. Wasn't always hustling, learn on Google and YouTube. Applied pressure, now I do it 1 year where you do. Took you like 5 to get here, like Blue's Clues. Wanna follow every move, looking like them news crews. Calling them out, like guess who? Blonde or brown, blue or green, what kind of hairdo? Point them out on the street like there's you. Sweat dripping, whoops, didn't mean to scare you. These kids too afraid, they need a safe space. Words hit harder than bullets when you live behind base. A trigger never pulled it, so you stay in last place. Be a bunny or a bull, I'm addicted to the chase. Andretti, I took the race, Musk, I'm into space. They lust how I did it, like Simpson, I beat the case. My flow like a Sharpie, it's permanent, no erase. More like a whiteboard, dry erase, not a trace. They can't keep up in the fast lane. Everything I'm spitting already old, yeah, it's past game. Young kid with ambition and drive that's unmatched. Quick addition, counting bread, and I'm doubling my stack. Y'all can stay poor, I'ma get rich or die trying. 27 club calling, membership is what I'm buying.
I'm not the best at anything. I'm not gifted. I'm just driven.
We never had a lot as a kid growing up, but my pops worked overtime to make sure that we had enough. Food at the table, soda or water in my cup. Grateful for things I had, but hungry for more, I felt stuck. As a youngin', life was golden and it couldn't get better. Report cards bringing home first initial on every letter. PlayStation in the summer, never cared for the weather. Me and my brothers doing numbers, we were always together. But life changes, people grow, others stuck in their mold. The strangeness in the air, things were about to unfold. Sat us down in the spring, we were breaking through cold. Mommy and daddy separating, ain't together no more. Early adolescent panicked as to where I would go, blaming two people for something that was way out of their control. Learned to sacrifice and give up almost everything I know. Looking back, I always knew I had a lot more to grow.
I was that guy who ran away from absolutely everything that I got in front of me. And so I had to man up. And I said, the first thing I started doing is facing every fear I have. No matter what it is, man. You can help yourself get through the times that suck. Real life. This is real life. 90% of your life will suck.
A dress change, new faces with new names. Small town with white people who all sounded the same. Not to say that I'm dark, I've always lacked melanin. But all they knew was money, homie, they ain't feeling the pain. Single mother working nights, I ain't see her a lot. I was too busy skipping school, finding truth in this pot. As blunts burn, lessons learned, something school never taught. Drugs can be the medicine when you feeling forgot. Didn't fit in with the crowd, I was bullied on spot. Laughed at my hand-me-downs and the kicks that I rocked. Didn't have the confidence, thought I was destined to flop. Confided in these verses on this page that I jot. 2 years eviction notice, we was leaving the spot. Another move out of this place, like a bird how we flock. Blamed it on each other while I blamed it on myself. Maybe if I was good enough, they wouldn't have fought.
I will reverse that thing.
It's your boy, Carr. I ain't leaving them mercy. Leaving God as my witness. Had to hang up my jersey. Might be back by next Christmas. A lot that try to desert me. Leaving names on my hit list. Women trying to act flirty. Leaving names on my wish list. I ain't leaving them mercy. Leaving God as my witness. Had to hang up my jersey. Might be back by next Christmas. A lot that try to desert me. Leaving names on my hit list. Women trying to act flirty. Leaving names on my wish list. Just a young kid with a dream though. Holding it out like a steel pole. Vaulting over them steel doors till they feel me. I ain't real though. Ain't from the streets but got real flow. No Uber Eats but got real dough. Plenty of seats, I got wheels, bro. Couple of meats making deals. Whoa, yo, let me tell you like this. A young kid who really not rich, but put in the time and I did it like double. And through all the rubble I found me the Ritz. I need me the glitz to make up for time. I wasted with jits, they ain't have the sight and I gave them the splits. Need me some dogs, security pits. Yo, let me speak on my. I need me some thousands to flaunt on my wrist, so I can see bitches start hating and get in my DMs to get on my. Guess you could say I'm the bad guy. That's a bad lie. You just been on a bad high, trying to hate me for my dad vibe.
I ain't leaving them mercy. Leaving God as my witness. Had to hang up my jersey. Might be back by next Christmas.
I ain't leaving them mercy. Leaving God as my witness. Had to hang up my jersey. Might be back by next Christmas. A lot that try to desert me. Leaving names on my hit list. Women trying to act flirty. Leaving names on my wish list. I ain't leaving them mercy. Leaving God as my witness. kid, I would act a fool, sagging my jeans like I had a tool, acting reckless, I was trying to fit in with the rest and I was skipping school. I was breaking rules, moving with Pat calling me the mule, smoking and drinking and getting lit, like Kendrick said, get a swimming pool. Been a while since them days, never thought that I would get plays, used to always go and get play, but now I'm moving on, call a segue, my life a movie, go press play, PPP how I been paid, been hated, doubted for so long, like Kaepernick how I been prayed, you been dope, yeah they been say, Ichidaku, I'm sensei, at the top and it don't sway, won't stop till I'm a mainstay, everybody get out my way, car cruising down the highway, car crashes at a high rate, stop looking down at me sideways.
I ain't leaving them mercy, leaving God as my witness. Had to hang up my jersey, might be back by next Christmas.
I ain't leaving them mercy, leaving God as my witness. Had to hang up my jersey, might be back by next Christmas. A lot that try to desert me, leaving names on my hit list. Women trying to act flirty, leaving names on my wish list. I ain't leaving them mercy, leaving God as my witness. Had to hang up my jersey, might be back by next Christmas. A lot that try to desert me, leaving names on my hit list. Women trying to act flirty, leaving names on my wish list.